Anytime I move into a new place, there's one piece of furniture that it's a must have. And no, it's not a couch or a bed. It's a throw rug. That's number one on my list. Because, according to movies and television, it is the number one way to dispose of a body that has died. And we all know that most of the time, it's not a pre-calculated murder, it's an accident that now you're panicked. I should just call the police. All he did was slip on the tile floor, but I don't know why. I'm nervous. Let's roll him up in the throw rug. That makes sense. I'll get my friends involved, and that way we can all be involved in the crime that didn't need to be a crime. Anyway, I've found throw rugs are very efficient at getting rid of dead bodies. So I always make sure I have one. Although I do feel there's a flaw. Hollywood, there's a flaw in that system, which is, how many of us have ever moved carpeting? 1%? 0%? I'm just saying, if you have one of those neighbors who, instead of Netflix, they just stare out the window 24/7, you know who I'm talking about. Mary. If you have one of those neighbors, it's going to look suspicious if you and your buddy are moving carpeting at 3 a.m. Unless you have a van in your driveway that says David's Carpeting Installation Service. Then it would make sense. Otherwise, it's weird for Mary to be looking at you carrying large carpeting out of your house. So it's not as inconspicuous as movies would have us believe. I personally think the best thing you should do is get blue recycling garbage bags. Because now there's an accidental murder. Now, this involves a little more work because, you got to chop up the body and which is disgusting. But you throw the body in the blue plastic bags, and now as you're going out to the truck at 3 a.m., your neighbor Mary, isn't like, oh, they must have committed a murder and they're hiding the body in the throw rug, which makes no sense to remove this late at night. Instead, she'll go, oh, they're just getting rid of all the party stuff and all the cans and stuff because they obviously had a party based on all the screaming that was happening last night. So I, as a nosy neighbor, have zero concerns with what's happening now. In fact, I'm going to avert my gaze to other neighbors to see if I can catch them doing anything ooh, look what they're doing in the bedroom. Ooh la la. Are you leaving the curtain open by mistake, or do you want me to look? This is what Mary is saying, because she's an old lady who's gone senile, who apparently staring out the window is more fun than Jeopardy. Or whatever. Or maybe she loved Jeopardy, but then Alex Trebek died, and she's like, that's it, I'm done with that show. What else can I do? I'll stare at Dave's living abode. See if I can catch him committing murder. Trying to get away with it in the stupidest of ways.